Today's February 20th, 2018, and I just got this device in. This is the Guardian Prevent Water Damage device. This device will shut off your water if it detects a water leak. So I'm in Pennsylvania, northern part of Pennsylvania, where in the winter it gets very, very cold. So in this area, we suffer a lot with pipes busting from the cold. And one of the problems you have is not necessarily that the pipe bursts, is that the water continues to come from the outside. So what this device will do is actually shut the water off from the main valve coming into your home. So it comes with 3 water detectors. You can see the back of the box. Those are the 3 water detectors it comes with. That's the actual device. It has an app. Gives you notifications, and that's the actual device. And it will, this device, if it detects with the detectors any type of water on the ground or near the detection devices, it will shut off your main water valve so that you won't have as much damage as you would if the water kept coming in if a pipe bursts. These are the type of levers that this is what you can put it on, this is what you can't. I'm so happy. I'm hoping that this device works as advertised, because it would be nice. It would be such a relief to be able to go shopping and, when it's 10 degrees outside and not worry about having to come back to some type of busted pipe or anything and a bunch of water all over the basement or all over the home. So I'm really, really hoping this thing works. I bought it on Amazon, Prime shipping, $400. And let's set it up and see how it works. I think also, just want to mention, I think this was mentioned at CES 2018 as a new product. Supposedly there's other ones just like this, but not as powerful as this. So this will turn any knob. All right, let's look inside real quick. So this is everything that comes in the box. Manual, paperwork, sensors. These sensors themselves, it says put water, as you can see that, to activate it. Okay, and then these are the sensors underneath. And I think what these allow you to do is that, these are also the sensors, allows you to connect to this here. And just in case you're in an area that this doesn't fit, you could actually connect it and extend this coverage to another area that may have a smaller footprint. And I think these have 10-year battery lives, not 100% sure. This is the actual device itself. These are the connections here. Connect them to the pipes. I think these spring up and down too. Can't get it moving right now, and this is what turns. Oh. I have no idea. That might be for a battery. I'm not sure. I guess I'm gonna find out. It'd be great to have a battery backup. For now, all I have is the electrical connection itself. Power adapter. And the top of it. So, valve handle. That's everything. I really, really hope that this works. Thank you. Well, let's set it up and then we'll finish up the video showing you the setup and how it works. So this is the main line coming into the house. And this is where I'm planning to set it up. I have about a 5-inch clearance, and I think the device only requires 4.5. So this should fit right at the top also. So hopefully that curve is not an issue. Should sit over there and connect to an area there. All right. So this is where it's gonna go. It turns out that you can connect one of the sensors, one of these small sensors, to the actual unit itself. So you plug it in, which will be great because now I can use one of the remote sensors, battery powered one, for somewhere else. And I already got an idea. The instructions give you some tips on where to place them. Where's the best place to place the remote water sensor, leak sensors. So you're supposed to, so it'll go like this. This is the plug to power it. It says that the name should be facing the handle when the water is off. So this is off, and the name should be facing the handle. And when you plug it in, when you get it all set up, these teeth or these claw things are supposed to hook up to here to be able to turn this off and on. So I'm gonna do it, set it all up. I'll let you know how long it takes, and we'll see how it works. I downloaded the app. The app was kind of hard to find. The web page that it told me to go to wasn't really working, but I did find the app eventually going to the website, because it's not Guardian, it's Get Guardian. I kept going to Guardian. It's Get Guardian, and then you got to download the app. I'll show you the app name so it's easier for you to find. So let's set it up. It looks simple, but let's see how much trouble I have. I'll let you know how many minutes or hours it takes me to put it. All right. So let's get started. Okay, I finished installing it. It took me about half an hour because I had to make a minor modification. The bottom leg of the unit, as you can see right there, it didn't fit because of this pipe right here. This angles out to one of these connections. So the only thing I could get to stay stable and everything was to actually remove it. So I took it out. It's a screw. And it has like a hook here. So what that allowed me to do was to wire tie it to the pole. So it should be fine, because this is where it would be anyway. And I think this moves up and down, so it just adjusts to when it needs to turn on and off the connection. See, the second one fit just fine. That's the sensor over here that you could connect. That's the power. And this is a battery backup. And as soon as they make one or I find one, I'm gonna buy it. That would be great to have. And this is the sensor on the floor itself. And I have it plugged. There's the wire. Goes all the way up to an extension cord I have there. Eventually I'm gonna fix up this area so that these plugs will be actually in the wall, but for now, this is the setup I have now. So it's plugged into here, right there. It has, it comes in two parts, the adapter, the power adapter. So you literally screw it on to the other connection that connects to the actual leak protector. That's another sensor I have from Panasonic. It warns me, but it doesn't do anything. So that's the problem I have with that one. And again, all right, let's see it work. I haven't set it up yet with the app or anything, but this button allows you to try it out, I guess, and test it. That's the on position. That's the off position. Cool, huh? Man, I hope this works as described. This would be such a peace of mind. Okay. On. Okay, let's finish it up. Let's finish setting up the app and everything. Okay, so I'm finished up. It took me a while, the configuration and everything, but it finally connected to my network and everything, and everything seems, it calibrated, and everything seems to be working fine. So that's the actual, right now it's open. And I'm gonna show you what happens when water is dropped in here. Also, when you move these, it notifies you through the app that they've been moved, so you can be aware of the movement. So let me set it up now. My furnace is running right now, so I'll be right back. While my furnace is running, I just want to add that I set up these sensors. It came with 3. I set up 4 of them. I'm glad that this one has a connection so that I didn't have to waste one here. And I have that one connected there, directly connected. I put one of these, there's 3 of them. I put one near my sump pump, which is in that back corner. That's where the sump pump is. I also, behind me is the laundry. So I put it next to the washer connection. And then I put one upstairs at the kitchen sink. Now the reason I put one upstairs near the kitchen sink is because the kitchen sink, the wall is the same wall as this one upstairs. This is the outer wall, so this is the wall that gets the coldest in the winter. So that pipe upstairs under the sink really, really gets cold. And one time, the window above the sink was left open, just a crack, but it froze the pipes so much that I couldn't even turn on. I couldn't turn the knob for the water. I mean, it had gotten that frozen. It was just, it gets really cold. So I put one there just in case that pipe burst, this will activate. Okay, the furnace shut off. The furnace just uses the water, so I was probably filling its reservoir. So let me show you what happens. So you see it's on the on position. So this is one of the sensors. Drop a little bit of water. Okay. Look at that. And I just got a notification, even though you can't see it on my phone, that a leak was detected. And it turned off the water. And you could turn it back on remotely too if it was just a tip. So you take all the water out. And you could do it through the app or this button if you're home. You just press this button and it'll open it back up. So I've got to say, I hope to be very happy with this device. I hope it works. I'm very excited for it to work. It seems powerful enough. And it's just a peace of mind. So this is the actual setup. And that's the pipe, the main pipe that comes into the home. The one at the bottom below the knob is the community's pipe, the water that comes into the home. And then the rest of it is all mine. Okay, I hope you liked the video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye. So before I go, this is the app itself. I'm running it on my iPad Pro. Has the activities, which shows you when things came on and off. Valve was open, valve was closed, sensor moved, sensor moved, sensor moved, and it just keeps track of everything. It's pretty cool. And then you have the other one, you could edit it too, so you could delete them if you want, so you could pick it, select them and delete them. I'll just keep them. And then you actually have the devices themselves. You could also swipe between them, so you could go this way, go back to activities, or back that way and go to devices. And this is actually the device themselves. This is the valve control. It tells you it's open, the sensor's dry, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. It's online and different other settings. So I like also, these are the settings themselves. I like also that it tells you the temperature, which is pretty cool. And then also the sensors themselves. It's dry, 100% battery, 41 degrees. So far so good. And this is the second floor, dry. It's cool. And again, this is the different settings you can do, notifications, all that stuff, or remove device. So, you know, I hope it continues to work. I hope it works for a long time as advertised. Once I got everything running, it that was it. They didn't need to do anything. I'm hoping for the battery backup to come out. And I also want to get a couple of more sensors, but I'm waiting for their prices to drop. I think they run for about $50. I'd like to actually add them around the house, not necessarily for determining water leaks, but I like the way that it tells you the temperature and everything, so I know what the temperature is in different rooms and everything. So when I go away, I know that the thermostat is working, that the heat is working, and that I'm getting the proper temperature in the home that'll prevent a water leak. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.